Well, a very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the news at 1 p.m. here on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I am Charity Jerome. The headlines. President Buhari cancels Salah homage to presidential villa due to COVID-19 pandemic. Troops arrest 13 suspected Boko Haram terrorists in Kano State. On the foreign scene, more clashes ahead of planned nationalist march in Jerusalem. And in sports, Lewis Hamilton wants new Mercedes contract before Formula One summer break. Details of these and more coming shortly. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed that all celebrations, including the forthcoming Eid al-Fitr, should be limited due to the global coronavirus crisis. According to presidential aide Garba Shehu, the president, first family, his personal aides, members of cabinet and service chiefs who choose to remain in Abuja will congregate in full compliance with COVID-19 protocols at the forecourt of the presidential villa to observe the Eid prayers at 9 a.m. Shehu also announced that there would be no traditional Salah homage to the president by religious community and political leaders after the prayer. The presidential aide also quoted the president as especially thanking Islamic clerics and all other religious leaders who had been praying for the well-being of the nation and its people. President Buhari called on all local leaders to talk to their youth and warn them against being used to incite and foment violence. Taraba State Governor Darius Ishaku has challenged the All Progressives Congress, the APC, to wake up and confront the insecurity challenges across the country. Speaking at a World Press Conference addressed by the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, Uche Secondus, in Abuja, Governor Ishaku said that the PDP is ready to give a helping hand to the APC government. The governor added that a call for the creation of state police is to complement the effort of security agencies in the maintenance of law and order in the country.
We're still advising, we're still talking. The PDP came out with an option that we're ready to collaborate with the APC and give them advices and give them the experiences that PDP had 16 years ago. And this country belongs to all of us. So if the country is falling, then we are all falling. And we cannot afford it. And PDP is ready to assist. But we read in the papers that they turned down that offer. We are still appealing to the APC to see reason and co-opt people that will give a reasonable advice to turn things around.
Well, still on security, 13 suspected terrorists have been apprehended around the Feeling Zalio in the Hotoro axis of Kano State. The suspects were arrested by troops of 3 Brigade of the Nigerian Army during an operation in the northwest region of the country. Brigadier General Muhammad Yarima, who's the Director of Army Public Relations, explained that the operation conducted on Saturday was part of ongoing efforts to flush out all forms of criminality within the area. According to him, the ongoing operations are predicated on the need to apprehend criminals who may want to hibernate in any part of Kano. The army spokesman called on the people of the state, especially the residents of Feeling Zalio, to go about their lawful businesses without fear. A federal lawmaker, Honorable Shino Pella, has called for coordinated efforts from the people and the government to solve the insecurity crisis in the country. Representing Ishayin Iteshiwaju Iwajoa Kajola in the Federal House of Representatives, Honorable Pella stated this while featuring on a program today in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State. He emphasized that security of the nation is the collective duty of all, as the government alone cannot be left to do it, as he pleaded with the citizens not to take laws into their hands, but embrace the rule of law to ensure justice and peaceful coexistence among different ethnic groups. He added that the security problem in the country have prompted him to organize a security summit in commemoration of his 45th birthday, stating that traditional rulers and religious leaders' roles cannot be overemphasized in the country's security structure.
It is important because I'm sure the deaf and the dumb know that insecurity is ravaging the whole country now, from the south to the north of the country. The day for my birthday, I've been thinking of what to do that can be, of help, to the people in general and as a voice of the common man. So I believe it's high time for us to come together and have a discussion over that and provide solutions.
To other news now, the Nigeria's Shippers Council, NSC, has sought the support of the Federal Ministry of Transportation to build an international maritime resource center in Jos, estimated to cost 15 billion naira. The Executive Secretary of NSC, Mr. Hassan Bello, disclosed this at the inauguration of the Council's North Central Coordinating Office Complex in Jos, Plateau State. Bello, in a statement made available to newsmen, said the center, on completion, would include a 5-star hotel, a shipping mall, a restaurant, multi-purpose halls, and a conference center with a capacity for 2,500 people. Bello, while welcoming the private sector of Jos and its environs, said that the office being inaugurated was built for them, dedicated to the upliftment of international trade, shipping, and transportation.
The Nigerian Shippers Council has a dream of building an international resource center, which will cost about 15 billion naira in Jos. This is massive but magnificent monument that will include a 5-star hotel, shopping mall, restaurant, multi-purpose halls, conference center with a capacity of 2,500.
The Minister of Transportation, Mr. Rotimi Amechi, in his response, said the Maritime Resource Center that the Council was promoting is a project with tremendous economic potential for the state in terms of employment, tourism, and intellectual development.
The essence of some of these projects is to create jobs so that we can reduce banditry and we can reduce insecurity. If we don't create jobs, we will not reduce crime. The reason why there is crime is because the rich men who have run this economy from the beginning. I don't know why Nigerians always think that we are the first to be in government. Before we came, there were previous governments. If they had run the economy in a way that created jobs, today, there will be, even if there will be criminals, there will be very few.
Well, you're still listening to the news at 1 p.m. on Splash 105.5 FM. Still ahead, more clashes ahead of planned nationalist march in Jerusalem. And Lewis Hamilton wants new Mercedes contract before Formula One summer break. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll bring you details of these and other stories. Stay with us.
Wow, your undisputable king of travel logistics, YouFitFly, has brought another wonder for your delight this summer. The historical tour of the Kingdom of Jordan. Oh yes, here is a great opportunity for you to experience the 7 wonders of the world. Great Pyramid of Giza, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, Statue of Zeus at Olympia, Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, Colossus of Rhodes, and the Lighthouse of Alexandria. See what I mean? You can't afford not to be a part of the Jordan experience. Our takeoff date is Friday, July 30, 2021. Delay no further. Visit YouFitFly office now at Success House, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan, or better still call 080-2524-9280. Website youfitfly.com. The Kingdom of Jordan is the place to be this summer.
Parents should instill in us right values needed to transform our country into a nation free of corruption.
But first, we must know the meaning of this corruption of a thing. I don't call it a phenomenon. I call it a virus. I call it a disease.
The Splash Splash FM Oratory Contest 2021 is here, and it's bigger and better. It's time for worthy students to exercise their oratory skills. The preliminary stage holds on the 11th of May 2021 at the MOV 21 Event Center, Ring Road, Ibadan, 10 a.m. prompt. And finals come up on the 26th of May 2021, also at MOV 21 Event Center, time 12 noon. In the words of Dale Carnegie, only the prepared speaker deserves to be confident. Invited schools should come prepared and punctual. Please note, all COVID-19 measures will be duly observed.
Honey, Foodco Festive of Savings is here, and it's time for us to save big on our groceries, drinks, and home essentials this austere period.
Really? But remember, school just resumed, and we have school fees to pay.
Come on, honey. Foodco Festival of Savings comes once in a blue moon with incredible 20% off on winning baskets.
What?
That's not all. Other offers include Milo Energy Drink 500 gram at 950 naira, Golden Monk for 50 gram at 660 naira, Malta Guinness pack of 6 at 775 naira, up to 15% discounts on home appliances like hair clipper, pressing iron, hair fryer, fans, blender, and many more. Promo runs from 10th of May to 16th of May 2021. Foodco Festival of Savings. Offers valid while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us here on the news at 1 p.m. on Splash 105.5 FM. Turning to the foreign scene now, fresh clashes have broken out between Israeli police and Palestinians at the Al-Aqsa Mosque site in Jerusalem ahead of a planned Jewish nationalist march. According to reports, Palestinians threw stones at Israeli security forces who fired stun grenades. Hundreds of Palestinians and more than 20 Israeli police have been injured in clashes over the past 3 days. There are fears of more violence today over the annual Jerusalem Day flag march. The event marks Israel's capture of East Jerusalem, home to the Old City and its holy sites, in 1967, and usually sees young Zionists walk through Muslim areas. At least 4 people have been injured, 3 of whom are now in critical condition after a stabbing attack at a New Zealand supermarket. The stabbing took place at a Countdown supermarket in central Dunedin on South Island in the afternoon. Authorities said 1 person has been taken into custody. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said the motivation behind the attack was not clear, but that there was no indication it was a domestic terror event. Incidents of mass violence are rare in New Zealand, but the country saw the 2019 Christchurch shooting when a white supremacist killed more than 50 people at 2 mosques. Local media reports say the injured are made of both supermarket employees and customers. Witnesses also described chaotic scenes at the supermarket. Well, still on the foreign scene, a gunman has shot dead 6 people and then himself at a birthday party in Colorado Springs on Sunday. The shootings took place at a mobile home park where families had gathered in one of the trailers to celebrate. The motive for the attack is not known. The victims were all adults, but a number of children were present in the trailer at the time. The identities of the victims and the attacker have not yet been released. And now to some sports. Lewis Hamilton says he wants to seal a new contract with Mercedes before Formula One's summer break. The 36-year-old left it until last winter to sign his current 1-year deal with the world champions. He said after winning Sunday's Spanish Grand Prix, the signing process can start so long it does not interfere with the actual job. The delay in his contract talks last year was not planned, as Hamilton and team boss Toto Wolff wanted to wait until after Hamilton had clinched a record-equaling 7th title. But when they scheduled talks over the final 3 races in the Middle East, Hamilton contracted the coronavirus. And just before we go, is a quick recap of the major headlines. President Buhari has cancelled Salah homage to the presidential villa due to COVID-19 pandemic. Troops have arrested 13 suspected Boko Haram terrorists in Kano State. On the foreign scene, we told you that more clashes are foreseen ahead of planned nationalist march in Jerusalem. And in sports, Lewis Hamilton wants new Mercedes contract before Formula One break. For more details on the news, you can visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download Splash FM mobile app on iOS, BlackBerry World, and Google Play Store to listen live, get news updates, and opinion poll. You can also report an event live to us through the iReports feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5 and then click to download. We now have come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawuwo, assisted by Chinwe Churchill. I am Charity Jerome. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.
Quick, Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station. We educate, that's why we are respected. We inform, that's why we are loved. More music, we are the best. The Integrity Station. Splash, splash,
105.5.
From the top of the Fisher Building.
This is
Detroit's #1 hit music station.